Welcome again to this word of revelation that we are going to discuss and have the knowledge on these matters. And our theme today will be submission and respect from wives. We are going to open our Bibles in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 4. Wives and husbands. That is in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 4. And yet it says, wives, in the same way, be submissive to your husbands, so that if any of them do not believe the word, they may be won over without once by the behavior of their wives. When they see the purity and reverence of your lives, your beauty should not come from your outward adornment, such as braided hair and wearing of gold jewelry and fine clothes. Instead, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of the gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. And before looking at this word or going through it, there are questions that we are supposed to ask ourselves, or things to think about. Number one, are you more concerned with your inner self or your outer appearance? Number two, how much time and money do you spend developing your inner self compared with the time spent on personal grooming? Number three, who are the holy women of old that Peter is referring to? One reason Peter had also dissuaded women from focusing on their looks was because a woman's hairstyle, jewelry, and clothes reflected her social status and wealth, and the distinction of status and wealth were undesirable in early church communities, where equality was encouraged and favoritism discouraged. Instead of being concerned with their appearance, Peter wanted the Christians, women, to focus on their character. Note, we see Sarah was fearless because she trusted in God when she heeded Abraham's request. She wasn't trusting in her husband but trusting in God to take care of the situations. Sarah was courageous and willing to mislead kings, putting her well-being in jeopardy in order to save her husband's life. We see also a woman called Priscilla risked her life for Paul's sake as he did her husband Aquila. This we find it in Romans chapter 16 verse 3 to 5. Submission, yielding control to a more powerful or authorities entity, or acting always obedient, particularly to a master. According to 1 Peter 3:3 and 1 Timothy 2:8, it seems that the point is that a Christian woman should not flash or show off. Clothing styles are varied with time and culture. In the times of Jesus, all people wore robes. We can only assume there was some way of knowing which robes were manly and which were feminine. Therefore, when it comes to deciding if clothing is acceptable to God, ask if the garment is meant for your gender. If people would not confuse you with the opposite gender, then you are acceptable to God. We have to do something we call personal soul searching. And also remember that we don't become a doctor by just admiring doctors. We don't become a doctor by just admiring doctors. Thank you.